in today's practice, we're going to come into Shavasana, which is corpse pose or relaxation pose in yoga. When I was younger, I heard Shavasana was the most important pose. And then, in my 20s, I didn't understand what that meant. I was like, how is that the most important pose? We're just laying down and relaxing. I felt like all the body postures and movements were the most important poses to build strength and flexibility and balance. It wasn't until years later that I realized in studying the yogic philosophy that the ultimate goal in yoga is to get to what yoga calls pure awareness. And all of us have moments of pure awareness throughout life. And yoga helps us to have more and more of those moments where we're just in the raw experience of life. There's no thoughts, judgments on what's happening, and no filter. We're in the raw experience of life. And Shavasana is a pose that allows us to get there more easily by relaxing, by just letting go. But that sounds easy, but it's not, right? It's hard for us to let go. So the body postures, the yoga practice, the asanas, they help us let go of the physical tension, mental, emotional tension. They refocus our mind on the details of the pose so that when we get to the end of the practice and we are ready for Shavasana, the body feels light and good, so there's no tension holding us in there. And then the mind has been so focused on the details of the pose, the mind is just ready to let go. So Shavasana is a good time to go beyond the body and the mind and really let go into what yoga calls pure awareness, that raw experience of life. So today, we're going to come into Shavasana, and we're going to go through what I call a body scan. And so we'll go through scanning the body and really relaxing different areas of the body. And this is going to really show you how powerful our minds are. So when our minds are focused, it's amazing what our minds can do with the body. So you're gonna realize how relaxed the body can get just from focusing the mind on that relaxation. And then after we go through the body scan and get the body nice and relaxed, and the mind has been focused on relaxing the body, then we're going to let go completely and see if we can just completely let go into pure awareness and experience this ultimate goal of yoga. So I'm going to start with a short reading from my book, Way of the Spiritual Yogi, about Shavasana. Shavasana is the best way to master this letting go. Shavasana is a relaxation pose at the end of a yoga class in which you lie down and simply relax. The poses during a yoga practice prepare us for Shavasana by alleviating some of the discomforts in the body, focusing the mind on something other than our habitual ways of thinking and analyzing, and releasing stored emotional stress. The yoga practice enables us to let go of enough ego so that when it is time for Shavasana, the body is in a very relaxed state and the mind is ready to let go of its focus completely. Now we can go beyond the mind and the body and drop into this pure awareness, this experience of our true self as spirit quite easily. Okay. So, in preparation, I just want you to lie down on your mat. You're going to be nice and flat on your back. Legs extended out, arms out a little bit from the sides of the body, palms facing up. If you need to roll your shoulder blades along the back so that your back is nice and flat, your shoulder blades are nice and flat against the floor, the earth. And then take a moment to just find a nice, relaxed place here for your body. And go ahead, if you need anything, if you need a blanket, if you've got issues with your neck or your knees and you need a roll under your neck or a pillow under your knees, go ahead and place it. You want to be in comfort here. And sometimes it takes practicing this pose to allow certain areas of the body to relax so that you can get comfortable in the pose. So you can try it either way. And then once you get comfortable in a comfortable position, grab your blanket if you need it. Then I want you to start closing your eyes, turning that focus inward. letting go of all of those distractions for the moment. Nothing to do here but focus on my voice. And let's begin. Draw your awareness to your right foot, right ankle, right toes. Allow the entire right foot, right ankle, and right toes to completely melt down into the ground. Draw your awareness to your right lower leg, right knee. Allow the entire right lower leg and right knee to completely melt down into the ground. Draw your awareness to your right thigh, right hip. Allow the entire right thigh, right hip to completely melt down into the ground. Imagine someone has placed their hands gently on your right leg, gently pressing that right leg down into the ground. Now draw your awareness to your right side, lower belly, low back area. Allow the entire right lower belly, right lower back to completely melt down into the ground. Draw your awareness into the right side rib cage, right side middle back. Allow the entire right rib cage, right middle back to completely melt down into the ground. Draw your awareness to the right side chest, right side upper back. Allow the entire right upper chest, right back to completely melt down into the ground. Now imagine someone has pressed their hands, one hand on your right side chest, one hand on your right lower belly. They're pressing your entire torso gently, gently down into the ground. Now draw your awareness to your right shoulder, right upper arm. Allow your entire right shoulder and upper arm to completely melt down into the ground. Now drawing your awareness to your right elbow, right lower arm. Allow the entire right elbow, right forearm to completely melt down into the ground. Draw your awareness to your right wrist, right hand, right fingers, right thumb. Allow the entire right wrist, hand, fingers, and thumb to completely melt down into the ground. Now imagine someone has placed their hands, one on your shoulder, one on your wrist, and they are gently, gently pressing that entire right arm down into the ground. Now draw your awareness to the right side of your neck, face, and back of the head. Right side eye, nostril, right side of the mouth, jaw, cheek, ear. Allow the whole right side of the neck, the face, the back of the head to completely melt down into the ground. Now imagine someone has placed their hand gently on the right side of your face, covering the right forehead, the right eye, the right cheek, the right side of the mouth and jaw. And they are gently, gently pressing the right side of the face down towards the ground. Allow the entire right side of the body to completely melt down into the ground. Now draw your awareness to your left foot, left ankle, left toes. Allow the entire left foot, left ankle, left toes to completely melt down into the ground. Draw your awareness to the left lower leg, left knee. Allow the entire left knee, left lower leg to completely melt down into the ground. Draw your awareness to the left thigh, left hip, allowing the entire left thigh, left hip to completely melt down into the ground. Now imagine someone has placed their hands on your left leg and they are gently pressing that left leg down into the ground. Now draw your awareness to that left lower belly, left side, lower back. Allow the entire left side of that lower belly, lower back to completely melt down into the ground. Draw your awareness to the left side rib cage, left side mid back, and allow the entire left side rib cage, left side middle back to completely melt down into the ground. Drawing your awareness to the left side chest, left side upper back. Allow the entire left side of the chest, left side upper back to completely melt down into the ground. Now imagine someone has placed their hands on the left side of your torso, one hand on your left side chest, one hand on your left lower belly, and they are gently, gently pressing the left side of your torso down into the ground. Now draw your awareness to the left side shoulder, left upper arm. Allow the entire left shoulder, left upper arm to completely melt down into the ground. Drawing your awareness to your left elbow, left lower arm. Allow the entire left elbow, left lower arm to completely melt down into the ground. Drawing your awareness to that left side wrist, left hand, fingers, thumb. Allow the entire left wrist, left hand, left fingers, and thumb to completely melt down into the ground. Now imagine someone has placed their hands on your left arm, one hand on your shoulder, one hand on that left wrist, and they are gently, gently pressing the entire arm down into the ground. Now draw your awareness to your left side neck, left face, left side back of the head, left eye, left nostril, left side of the mouth, jaw, left cheek, left ear. Allow the entire left side of the neck, the face, the back of the head to completely melt down into the ground. Now imagine someone has gently placed their hand on your left side face, covering that left side forehead, left cheek, left chin, left jaw. And they're very gently pressing that left side face down into the ground. Allow the entire left side of the body to completely melt to completely drop down into the ground. Now allow the entire body from feet to head to completely melt down, completely drop down into the ground. Notice the power of the mind to relax the body so that it dissolves completely, and you experience this expansion of consciousness, what yoga calls unbounded consciousness. You are no longer limited by your body, but are limitless. Now, I want you to imagine a warm, glowing light radiating from your heart center. Within this light is that feeling of being settled, calm, peaceful, and content. Imagine this light expanding out to surround your physical body, then expanding to surround your entire being that is so much more than your physical body. Begin to notice that light filled with peace, calm, and contentment, extending outward from your heart center through your unbounded consciousness. That light extends out past the space that you are in, out to the surrounding neighborhood, flowing through every other person and animal it comes in contact with, sending that feeling of warmth, peace, calm, and contentment through them as well. Imagine this glowing light continuing to expand outward through your entire city, state, country, until it is surrounding the entire planet, enveloping the planet in this warm, glowing light filled with peace, calm, and contentment, affecting every person, child, baby, animal, creature in its wake, allowing everyone on the planet to experience this light for a moment, no matter what else may be going on. Now imagine this light extending from your heart center around the planet and out into the universe, multiple universes, heaven itself, so that there is nowhere that this glowing light does not extend. Your unbounded consciousness has connected you with every other being possible, and you relish in the feeling of wholeness, completeness, stillness. I want to share at this time a quote from A Course in Miracles, chapter 13. Within himself he has no needs, for light needs nothing but to shine in peace, and from itself to let the rays extend in quiet to infinity. Within himself he has no needs, for light needs nothing but to shine in peace, and from itself to let the rays extend in quiet to infinity. Enjoy this peace, calm, contentment, this quiet, this feeling of warmth and wholeness. Relish in it for as long as you like. Now slowly begin drawing your awareness back to your physical body. Notice any sensations of warmth, tingling, thrumming. Sensations indicative of healing and restoration that happen when we truly tap into what the Yoga Sutras call the spiritual light of the self. You can stay here for a moment, or you can take a big stretch here with the body and then hug your knees into your chest for a moment. Then roll onto one side. Take a moment here for gratitude. Gratitude for this life, the seemingly good, the seemingly bad, but gratitude for every moment of this life that we are all so fortunate to have for as long as we are meant to have it. Now push yourself up into a comfortable seated position, cross-legged, half lotus or full lotus. Place the hands, palms facing up in a receiving gesture, and take a moment to receive anything that is coming to you. Then take the arms out to the sides and up as you take a deep breath in. Then exhale the hands down into prayer position in front of your heart. Feel that glowing light filled with peace, calm, and contentment emanating from your heart center. A Course in Miracles says, within himself he has no needs, for light needs nothing but to shine in peace, and from itself to let the rays extend in quiet to infinity. Namaste.